How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. We also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about AMC. I told you guys I was going to give you another update. So here it comes. But before we get started, we have to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description. So the first thing we're going to be going over is an update that was released over the weekend, which I feel will have an impact on the AMC stock come on Tuesday. And then secondly, we're going to be doing a technical analysis. We want to take a look. We want to see what happened on Friday in regards to the overall price action and what we can expect coming for Tuesday. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the institutional ownership and as well as the short interest information. This is key. We want to know, have institutions been loading up with all of this momentum going on with AMC, or have they been closing out positions? We want to see what's up. And then as far as for the short volume, you already know this is a key metric that we need to be taking a look at, especially if you're a part of this movement, you're buying shares and you're holding. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So the first update is a sign of our economy going back to normal again. So what do I mean by this? So that just came out that AMC, Regal, and Cinemark will be able to have guests coming into the movie theaters without having to wear a mask, but they need to be fully vaccinated. If not, then they do have to wear a mask. And this is definitely great news for AMC. The fact that we are making strides and going back to normal is definitely going to have an impact overall, not only on the company, but as far as the sentiment for the overall stock. And as far as when Tuesday comes around, I know this is going to have an impact in regards to the price action that we are seeing. We also do know of the fact that AMC had a strong week. A lot of people going into the 3-day long weekend, I'm not too surprised, went in and started taking profits. We had short sellers jumping in, taking advantage of this opportunity. And of course, we had some weak hands or some people that were only having short-term goals who were taking profits as well. But for the most part, things still look good for AMC overall in general. And I am looking forward to seeing a strong week that is going to be coming. As far as for the news, I already said this many times on the channel, a lot of people just want to go back to the movie theaters. We have a lot of blockbusters, a lot of movies that are coming out, and I feel all of this pent up demand, like hey, even I'm excited for myself to see things go back to normal. I'm living in Canada. We're not there as of yet, but seeing that, you know what, there is some signs of progression is good to see. And also being an AMC shareholder, I know all of my fellow investors are happy about this as well. So now let's get into the technical analysis. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for AMC. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So we ended up closing at $26.12, being down 1.51% on the day. On the low, it tested $24.17, and then on the high, testing $36.72. So it ended up reaching its high. It was literally first thing in the morning, right around this 9:35, 9:40 area, where it got to 36.72. And then it was met with a lot of selling pressure. One thing to do keep in mind though, AMC did run up quite a bit on the week, so no surprise at all. Going into a 3-day long weekend, there was a lot of selling going on amongst people that were just wanted to take profits, or maybe had weak hands and weren't prepared for the volatility. We also can see that shorts were taking advantage. As you can see the way how it's leveling itself down, this definitely does show that there was a lot of selling pressure and there were a lot of shorts who were going into this stock. One thing we have to know, anyone who was holding, they're going to sell when they see the stock price going down from 36, especially getting down to below 30. Again, these are just the weak hands, so that's why I'm not too concerned about it whatsoever. One thing we have to take notice of, AMC was still able to hold up the $24 level, and the fact that it was able actually to finish above 25 is also good to see and gives us a nice setup for Tuesday. What that is, we ended up having some news that dropped in regards to mask and mandation. So taking that all, I'm looking forward to seeing a strong pre-market, and even if we don't get a strong pre-market, I'm looking forward to seeing that test going to $30 sometime in the morning and even going further. But that's my game plan. As far as the downward selling pressure and what happened on Friday, I'm not concerned about it. AMC is still looking bullish overall in general, and I can't wait. So we're going to be taking a look at the recent institutional ownership for AMC and as well as the short interest information. So as we scroll down on the page, green rows indicate new positions while the red rows indicate closed positions. And if we take a look at May the 28th alone, definitely a ton of institutional activity that is going on here. But one thing we got to take notice of, we have no institutions who closed out their positions or even lessened their positions. So we have institutions who have been loading up on AMC shares. So taking all of this into consideration, there's definitely some bullish behavior going amongst institutions. If we take a look now at the short interest information, the short volume ratio is at 21%. So this is fairly significant, and this is taking into consideration the close as of May the 28th, which was Friday. Short shares availability is at 500,000, updated 10 minutes ago, and the short bar free rate is at 7.74%, updated 10 minutes ago as well. Taking a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see that AMC is definitely no stranger to having high short volume. So this is part of the reasons why, if you were part of the movement, if you were buying and you were holding shares, you're definitely setting yourself up very well here. So for my final thoughts for AMC, I'm definitely excited for Tuesday. When we were taking a look at the institutional ownership, we see that institutions are loading up on AMC. So they want to be a part of this. They're trying to make some money off of it. Also, we see as far as for the short volume ratio, still looking significant, being at that 21% level. And we are seeing it staying consistent, being above this as well. So as far as for the squeeze is concerned, keep buying and keep holding. It is working. Another thing I want you guys to understand as well, the news that just came out, which we just covered in regards to movie theaters allowing people to go in without having to wear a mask as long as they're fully vaccinated, does so much overall in general in regards to sentiment. And also just showing, hey, things are getting back to normal. People want to go to the movie theaters. People want to watch movies. There's already been some polls that were actually put out saying, hey, people rather watch blockbusters or much anticipated movies in a theater. They don't want to be watching it at home. The experience is just not the same. Now, taking that into consideration, my advice for many of you people who are in this play, also a lot of my apes, continue to buy and hold these shares. Make it very hard. We want to make it difficult for all these hedge funds and these short sellers that feel like they can just manipulate the market and get away with this. The reason why we're in this play is because it is a movement. We are trying to force change. They're saying, hey, this is a fair market. No, it's not. What the real reason behind what we're doing is to say, hey, this is a company that definitely has a long history. We see as far as the pandemic, yes, they were hit fairly hard. But the fact that hedge funds and institutions wanted to literally drive this company straight into the ground for their own benefit and for their own financial gain while screwing over other investors in the process, that is completely not cool. And this is why we're standing up for this. If you are a part of the movement, I highly suggest the money that you're putting in, it has to be the money that you're not afraid to lose. I'm not saying that you're going to be losing all of your money here, but I want to make sure you're going in with the right intentions. I feel this is very key. Not many people talk about it, but I have to bring this across to you. You shouldn't have any emotions in the money, and you shouldn't have any emergency need for the money. This particular movement that we have going, you're going to have to be holding. Hey, it could be another week, another month, some months from now. So you got to be able to have that patience and be ready. And I'm telling you, when that squeeze does happen, you're going to be smiling. Things are going to be off the chain. Again, I am excited for this. Can't wait for Tuesday to see how things look. But hey, I'm looking forward to seeing a bullish week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.